everybody. It is Monday, May 11th, and rather than counting how many days we've been in distance school, let's go ahead and start counting down how many days we have left. So there's only 14 days left of distance learning, and then you are free for summer vacation. So I hope that you are still safe and happy and healthy off in your homes during our COVID-19 quarantine. So hard to believe that we only have 3 weeks left of school together. We are going to be starting a purple and our last and final checklist this week. We are going to be listening to a story called Fireflies this week, and you can find that on the website. We're going to be talking about author's purpose. So what is the reason that the author of the story or the book or the letter or the movie, are they trying to entertain you? Are they trying to inform you, teach you something? Are they trying to persuade you, make you think a certain way? What is the reason that they decided to write the thing that they wrote and then put all that work and effort and perseverance into seeing it published? We're going to also be working with homophones, and we have talked about those this year. Words like tutu and two or bye bye and bye. We've got some great Go Noodles on there that we can do, and I plan to do one of those in our Zoom, which is going to happen at 11:15, coming up shortly. We are going to continue with homophones and author's purpose for the rest of our time together. So that's really exciting for ELA and reading. We are going to be writing a piece on fireflies, and that will be due next week. For math, we are going to start talking about multiplication, and we're going to do it through what they call arrays. And arrays are a way of showing math through equal sets of rows and columns. And we know that columns are the lines that go straight up and down. Those are our columns. And we can remember that by thinking about the columns that hold up the hallways in our school. I always say, don't lean on the walls. Those are columns. We don't want to lean on the columns. They're tall and they go up and down. And then rows go side to side. And we always think of that like, what row in the movie theater do you want to sit? Do you want to sit in the front row or do you want to sit in the back row? And when you think of that, you think of them going this way. So rows and columns leading us into multiplication. And then for science, we're going to look at rocks and talk about how the earth is just one big rock. And how did that happen? What are rocks made of? What is soil? Are there different kinds of soil? Do we have different kinds of soil in our yard? We all live in Volusia County, but some of us live like on beachside, like Sydney lives on beachside. And then we've got our friend Fenton, who kind of lives like in more of a country area. So I wonder, do they have the same type of soil in their land? Maybe we can dig up some dirt, literally, and compare those things online. I'm going to get my rocks over there in a minute. Didn't forget about those. Going to show you my giant jar of rocks from around the United States. For social studies, we're going to keep working with our maps and talking about compass roses, north, south, Trying to think of which way it would have to go for you to get it right. North, south, east, and west. Never eat soggy waffles, although I love soggy waffles. And then we're going to talk about landforms. And that's exciting. Many of you are going to go on vacations. Hopefully, if we can get out of social distancing and start traveling a bit more, you'll be able to go on those vacations that you had planned and see many different types of land from all over our country or other countries. So let's quickly look at what we're going to do today. We are, like we said, we're going to go to the website and we're going to listen to the story Fireflies. And we're going to work in ELA packet week 7. The first page is our vocabulary for that story. We see the words polish, dim, aim, grasp, dulling, thrust, nod, tremble, flicker, and cellar. Probably not a word that many students are going to be able to know from their everyday life. So see if you can make a connection with that with your grown-ups. Ask them if they have ever been to a house that has a cellar. I grew up with a cellar at my house. It was a downstairs area. It was just kind of like a big sitting room where there was a television and a couch. I remember it was the room that we always kept our Christmas tree in. And there was a little bathroom with funny cartoon wallpaper. And my dad also had a workspace down there. Our downstairs. Moving to the next page of the packet, we're going to have those anchor charts for author's purpose. And like I said earlier, the authors are going to write for one of 3 reasons. And we put them together into pie. Do they persuade? Do they inform? Or do they entertain? We're going to eat some pie this week. To persuade means that the author is trying to convince you of something. To inform means that the author is trying to teach you of something. And what do you think entertain means? It means the author is telling a story or trying to make you laugh. We've also got our cause and effect here. The cause is why something is happening, and the effect is what happens as a result of what happened. And then our homophones, we see our example of night and night. A homophone is a word that sounds the same but means something different. So night, K-N-I-G-H-T, that gentleman right there, kind of, remember back to draw yourself as an insect. And I said that an exoskeleton for a human might look like a knight. Well, there we go. And then our night sky, N-I-G-H-T, the knight saw a firefly at night. Today, after we listen to fireflies, we are going to fill out this page right here. How do you know that the author's purpose is to entertain? So here we've actually told you what the author's purpose is, and we want you to explain how you know that. For math today, we are going to be in this packet, and we are going to go to the first page. And we're going to start working with some repeated addition. Write a repeated addition equation to show the number of objects in each group Then find the total. So for this one, we see 2 pencils in the circle. So that is 2 plus 2 more, 2 plus 2 more, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6 equals 6. 3 groups of 2. 3 groups of 2 equals 6. Here they want you to draw in the socks. Just do your best. And then continue to write those equations. We're going to do the front and back. And tomorrow we actually jump into those rows and columns. So today, understanding that multiplication is repeated addition, which is why that fact fluency on extra math is so important, boys and girls. If we have those fast facts of addition, we are going to be amazing at multiplication. And if we're amazing at multiplication, that means we're going to be amazing at division. So really focus on learning those foundational skills of adding and subtracting your 1-digit numbers. It's going to be very, very helpful for the rest of your life. I don't lie. You know that. In science, today we're making a cootie catcher. Sawyer's going to be so excited. Hopefully you can show your grown-up how to make these. We're going to learn about some different types of rock here. We've got the igneous rock, the sedimentary rock, sorry, my lighting, and the metamorphic rock. There's also many other different types in there. I'm not going to say all of those pronunciations for you. I'm actually going to see if you would like to pronounce them with me during our Zoom. That's it for today. I'm going to run on over and get that meeting up and going. I also have to get my scavenger hunt items for our rainbow scavenger hunt around the house today. So, as requested, daily videos are back up and running, and I will see you soon. Love you guys.